back to a special edition of Heels Up. I'm Vlad St. Valentine, and with me, as always, is the only one who matters, Mr. Reggie Lincoln.
How's it going, brother?
I'm good. Today is our prediction episode for Summerslam 2020. So we're going to try and run this down for you as quickly as possible. So starting off, we got the hair versus hair match with Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. Reggie, your choice first.
Being a guy who know a thing about hair versus hair matches, I know sometimes it doesn't go the way we think. So with that being said, I'm going to have to go with Mandy with the victory.
I'm going with Sonya with this one, and so is Caidan, who has sent his absentee ballot in. So I'll read his for him. I'm going to go with Sonya, and, I say that even though I don't think Mandy's going to be willing to get her head shaved, but at the same time, I don't see her, you know what? I take that back. Now that I think about it, Caidan has Sonya. I'm going to go with you because I just don't see Mandy Rose shaving her head bald. I can see Sonya Deville doing it for a bit, though.
And honestly, Mandy Rose is like really a hot commodity right now. It's like
her and Otis relationship is a hot commodity. Her by herself, not so much. They're better together than they are apart. You know.
Yeah, you're right. But Mandy also models and everything.
Greater than the sum of their parts, as they would say. All right. So after this, we've got Seth Rollins versus Dominik Mysterio in his very first WWE match, or his very first wrestling match, right? His first official match.
It's a street fight.
A street fight. Fuck me, I can't talk. It's gonna be a street fight too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
With it being a street fight and there being no rules really, you've got a chance for both Ray, who said he's going to be in Dom's corner, and Murphy to get involved. So I think Dom will win this one via shenanigans. I guess it's not really shenanigans because it's a street fight, but you know what I mean.
Wait, so you think Dom's going to win?
I think Dom's going to win. And also Caidan is also thinking Dom is going to win. So Caidan and I are both going for Dom.
I don't know, man. We're just breaking the kid in. I got to go with Seth on this. Like, Seth is going to win the match, but Dom is going to kick so much ass.
I think this has got to be the blow off for this feud. It's been going on for way too long at this point. And you can't have the Mysterios lose it after everything they've been through. So I'm going with Dom. After that, we're going to go to the SmackDown Women's Championship. We got Bayley versus Asuka. What are you thinking, sir?
I'm thinking Asuka.
Think Asuka in this one?
I'm thinking Asuka.
You're in good company. Caidan also picks Asuka for this one. This one's against Bayley. I think Bayley's going to keep her title and Sasha's going to lose hers.
Actually, I think Asuka's going to win the SmackDown title. I think Sasha's going to keep hers.
Which show is Asuka on normally?
She's normally on Raw.
Okay, she's going to get that title back from Sasha Banks, and it's going to give Sasha, put her back in that position of her looking up to Bayley as far as, feeling in fear because she doesn't have a title belt of her own. And draw that attention. I think
roles about to be reversed now, and Bayley is about to look up to Sasha.
Okay, so you think Asuka's going to win this one, but she's going to lose to Sasha later?
Yes.
We'll get to it. All right, fair enough. All right, so you're going with Asuka on this one.
Yeah, I'm going for Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title, and I'm going with Sasha for the Raw Women's title.
Let's just go ahead and do both the Women's Championships match.
Yeah, they are having them back to back, aren't they?
I've got no idea, but we'll pretend they are. Probably not, because you actually need to give the performer herself, the real person, Asuka, a chance to take a breather before you get her in another major match. So I imagine they'll probably give her a chance to rest backstage before they do it. But we're going to have the two matches that night. Asuka's pulling double duty. So Caidan is picking Asuka in both matches, actually.
Oh, okay.
He thinks she's going to be two belts Asuka, which, I that's the best case scenario, and I do hope that happens. But I think that Bayley's going to walk away with the belt, and Asuka's going to walk away with Sasha's belt. So I'm picking the opposite of what you're picking, and Caidan's going with Asuka for both of them.
It's not a bad choice no matter how it goes.
Well, that's exactly it. The reason why we're all so divided and we can't tell which way it goes is because they've actually written themselves into a good place for once, where no matter which direction you go with this, I keep beating this fucking dead horse, something good's going to come from it.
Exactly. So it's good storytelling.
I'm happy.
Yeah. So next up, we have the United States Championship match, MVP versus
Apollo Crews.
Yeah. And with the Hurt Business barred from ringside.
Who are you picking?
Come on now. I've been rooting for this guy the whole time.
All right, so you and Caidan are both picking MVP. Got it.
You got that right.
I am too. I'm going with MVP in this one. I don't see Apollo Crews. This has been going on too long. Again, this is another storyline that needs to be blown off at SummerSlam. SummerSlam is the second biggest, or no, is it the second or third biggest pay-per-view we got all year long?
Second biggest
pay-per-view we get all year long. So we got to have some blow-offs for some.
Third biggest. Sorry, I forgot about the Royal Rumble.
I guess it depends how you look at it. Royal Rumble's it's still a gimmick pay-per-view. So I guess, with SummerSlam just being a pure match pay-per-view, I don't know. I would give it second place.
Okay.
Royal Rumble's still my favorite pay-per-view of all year.
But I feel like they still need to add a little more prestige to that U.S. belt. So, that brand new U.S. belt. So, I think MVP is going to get on this one.
I do too. And so does Caidan. All of us are picking MVP for this one, which is weird because why didn't they just have MVP beat him already? But I don't know why they've kept this thing going anyway. So if not, why would they have kept it going if they're not going to give it to MVP eventually?
And I would say it like this. Retribution is going to cost Apollo the match.
That is a side thing. I hope we don't see any Retribution at the pay-per-view, though I know we will.
We're going to see
it. Yep, on that one. That's how I feel about that. All right, so after that, we've got the Raw Tag Team titles. We got the Street Profits taking on Angel and Andrade, which I think Angel and Andrade are going to walk away with the titles, even though I hope the Street Profits win. So I hope I'm wrong. But Caidan's with me on this one. He thinks Angel and Andrade are going to win it. They've been building those guys up way too long for them not to win the titles at this point.
Yeah, I got to go with the same thing, man. Much as I want to see the Street Profits retain, and, because it's adding something to that tag division that we're missing out on.
What, tag team? A tag team champion that we actually enjoy?
Exactly. But I feel like we'll enjoy Andrade and Garza as a tag team as well. But, I guess the tag titles need some heat on it.
They need something on them, but the fact of the matter is they're an afterthought. Vince has proven over and over again he doesn't care about tag team wrestling, which is unfortunate because tag team wrestling is great.
Yeah, I'm a tag team wrestler myself. I understand. A
good tag team, a good solid tag team that's nothing but a tag team, like the Dudley Boys and things like that, like the Road Warriors. Like they have their own place out that is their own niche outside of singles wrestling. And unfortunately, we haven't been given a good tag team division worth caring about since, when was the last time you gave a shit about a tag team? I thought the tag team titles were a big deal. To me, the last time I can think about is fucking Money Inc., man. That's like early 90s.
Wow. Like I said, I've always cared about tag team divisions. If you knew my story about me as a fan, I've always loved tag team wrestling.
I love it too. I just wish they would get, I wish it would. Look, man, the tag team title should be just as big of a deal as the World Heavyweight Championship because it's the pinnacle of that division. It's different than the singles division. It's the doubles division. You know what I mean? It's the tag team division.
Yes.
So being the pinnacle of the tag team division, it should be a big deal to fucking have that belt on par almost with having the singles title. But it's not. It's less than having, the lower singles titles. Like it's about on par with having, it's somewhere between the 24/7 title, the tag team titles, and then, USA and then Intercontinental.
Yeah.
And then all of them are way the fuck down here compared to where the heavyweight title is. And it's unfortunate.
Question. Do we have an Intercontinental Championship match for?
Nope.
What about a SmackDown tag team?
Nope.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Nope. No SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. No Intercontinental Championship match. We're having our Intercontinental Championship match this Friday between AJ and Jeff Hardy, which again, I'm disappointed that's not on. I'd rather have that on SummerSlam. Yeah. That's a bigger deal.
I love the TNA reunion.
Those two great superstars clashing is a much bigger deal than a hair versus hair match is.
With old Joseph Park ringside, yeah, I love the TNA reunion, man.
Put AJ versus Jeff on SummerSlam so it can go the proper amount of time and they can pull out all the stops and do their thing and put the hair versus hair match somewhere else because who fucking cares? All right, so after this, we have the WWE Championship match between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. What are you going with on this one?
I got to go with the BMF, man. Drew. Now, it's going to be a good story told overall. Randy is hot right now. He really is. But I think one of these legends is going to come in with the distraction, and then Drew hits the Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3. Drew's still champion.
Randy is super hot right now. I hope that Edge is well enough in time to make the distraction because that would be the best storyline wise. You, me, and Caidan have all picked Drew. I'm also picked. I would just pick Drew because Randy is hot, but Randy is hot without needing the title.
Exactly.
The title would actually only detract from what he's trying to do right now, which is hurt and damage people, and that needs to be his focus. It should be the title shouldn't even be on his mind. His mind should be focused on pain.
I agree.
Like Clubber Lang. What do you predict for the match? Pain. All right. After that, we got the final match of the night. We got the Fiend versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship.
I feel like this is going to be so theatric.
It will be. But unlike most other people that the Fiend has faced, Braun and Bray are, really good friends in real life. So like with the Swamp match or like with everything else, Braun has always been very, very good about giving Bray everything he needs to fulfill his vision. Braun's a good friend, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I hope that Braun Strowman doesn't beat the Fiend. I predict the Fiend. Caidan predicts the Fiend.
Swerve here. I'm going with Braun.
Going Braun.
Like, I want to see the Fiend win, but I got it. Here's what's going to happen. This is not some kind of gimmick match, is it?
I don't think it is. I hope they don't try and pull a Saudi Arabia Seth Rollins. He just throws a bunch of crap on him and the match gets called for some stupid reason.
I feel like it's going to be a DQ finish. And, I'll say this. The Fiend is going to win, but Braun is still the champion.
Okay, I'll take that. I can see that. Because, giving the Fiend the championship is honestly, it's kind of like what I just said. The Fiend doesn't need the championship. The Fiend shouldn't even be concentrating on the championship. It shouldn't bother him.
Yeah, let me change that around. Like, no matter what the finish is going to be, Braun is still going to be the champion for the time being.
So, I don't think that the Fiend should lose to Braun. But I also don't think the Fiend should care about the championship either, because the Fiend is just about punishment. Yeah. Kind of the way Randy is. It's very similar. I don't think Randy or the Fiend should worry about titles.
I think the Fiend is about vengeance. Randy's about punishment. The Fiend is about vengeance. Because he's attacking everybody that hurt him in the past.
Well, that's fair.
He's going to retain, but neither guy's going to look weak. I'll say that. Neither guy's going to eat shit or eat a pin.
I don't like the Fiend as the champion because he should be like Brock Lesnar in that he has a stranglehold on the title and that no one should be able to take it away from him. Having Goldberg beat him in a couple of seconds and take it was the most
that pissed me off.
I'm gonna pretend like it didn't happen, much like I do with The Last Jedi, and just pretend like it doesn't exist.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because it was the dumbest fucking thing you did as far as character assassinations goes. I mean, almost as bad as what you're doing to the Viking Raiders right now, but that's
pretty much. When I seen Goldberg win that, I was like, ugh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our SummerSlam prediction show. Thank you for tuning in to this version of Heels Up.
And guys, make sure you join us this Friday for SmackDown, and then Monday we'll get you the results of our predictions. So we'll see you then. Thank you, guys.